Okay, for the rock and surf guys that are putting on a braid leader, I would definitely recommend nothing more than a 7-meter leader. So if that's where I've tied my FG, which I want to keep as short as possible so there's no weight when it's going through the guides, I'm going to make 7 meters from there. 1, 2, 3. Once I've got my 7 meters of braid, I put on a decent sized swivel. Just remember with swivels, if you're going to use 1 mil as your leader, then you need to have quite a thick wire on the swivel. So don't be shy when it comes to the size of the swivel. If the swivel's wire is too thin, it'll cut straight through your 1 mil mono. So you must use a fairly decent swivel. It's important that you don't cut through that mono, or the fish, when it wraps the trace, doesn't actually cut through it. When you tie onto the swivel, we do a figure of 8 knot or a uni knot, but we actually do it with about 5 or 6 turns. So you just do a loop like that, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll see when you move that up, it comes out in a nice shape. And just like when you're tying nylon coated wire, you pull that up fairly tight. I like to put my fingers inside the loop, grab the tag end, sort of hold the knot, give it a good tug, and then you slide that down to the swivel. So that's fairly tight. I'll tighten that up once I put the rest of my leader on. So here we go with a 1 mil mono leader. No need to do more than 2 turns on your uni knot. Just wet it, give it a little bit of a tug with your pliers, fairly tight, slide it down to the swivel, grab both of those and pull them as hard as you can. I like to go about 1 and a bit meters on this side of it, and this is where I would connect my main trace to. So I'm going to wind this leader, the braid leader, plus the mono leader with the swivel onto the reel. And when I get to the beach, I'm going to take the spool protector off, thread this through, and just tie my trace with my swivel straight onto here. So I've got about 1.5 meters of 1 mil mono, and then obviously a 1 mil bite trace, a 1 mil trace with probably a bite wire on it.